plus college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
No, kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
This is a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
It's an out route, the catch made, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
That's caught. It's Brown. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. The shotgun handoff here. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. First down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Johnson. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he can't make the catch across the middle. It'll bring up second down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. They'll try the right side on the toss. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Finding some room at the 25. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Clemson.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete. Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense is back out there. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And now the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's an option look. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, you're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. And the tailback's got it again. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Here's the 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes 1st down. And I tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to it on 1st down. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Going with the old counter run here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Cleveland. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking to throw yet again. He's got room to run. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job of the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. A great play by the defender getting a hand on.
2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and the big fella couldn't quite hold on to that one. He's going to set up a 3rd down play.
Oh, the quarterback catches a break here. You know, anytime throwing off your back foot, it almost never ends well. He was very fortunate the defender drops this interception.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Over the middle, it's Glover.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Got pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Oh, no, trap him back there. A 4th down stop and a sack, no less.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. To the air, it's Johnson. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Takes off to his right. 1st down and more. He's still running. Here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone in the 1st half of 17.
That is 2 consecutive runs for 1st downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Now they're running on the toss.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
First play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to find room. It's Lyle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Trying for a 4th down completion. That pass is hauled in over the middle. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw here. Caught behind the line. It's Lyle. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 4th down. The offense will go for it. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Canes will kick this away and get the second half going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back in motion now. First play of the second half is a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. He's got the first and still going. He's found some room at the 45. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped a switch from passer to runner. He got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
On the run here, taking a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he get there on the ground? The Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that off. And
he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Canes.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. And I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now here's the toss play. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That gain makes it second and medium. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry the toss play. Runner heads outside. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. Toss it to the back, running left. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On first down, it's play action. Rush gets home.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, and it's almost picked off and changed for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Boy, does a nice job here as a safety of just sitting back, kind of playing center field, letting the play develop, and then once the ball's in the air, he did not hesitate, and that quickness allowed him to come up with that interception.
So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. Strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now.
That's enough for the first down, as we've seen so many teams around the country. They get that first down, and look out. They're going to go fast, and here they come. The defense has got to be clued in to be ready to play.
And the Tigers will crank up the tempo. To the air, it's Johnson. Looking for a deep completion. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
The Tigers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to...
Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, this is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
The extra point makes it 28-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff. Powering through. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. That's a strong stiff arm. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. And he keeps it. He's got room to run. As the 1st down is still going. And gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Pulls it in. It's Glover. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Glover. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Running play called on third and short. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
And the Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run this one in. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The extra point was good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. First down. They're going to throw the football. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Odom. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. Bring it in, a chance for a takeaway. No one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grant behind the line. It's Glover. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Let's it fly to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking downfield. It's Johnson. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it in the open. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. And the quarterback's forced out of bounds. It'll count as a sack by this defense.
I think this quarterback here is just desperate to try to make a play, and as he's trying to make that play, he's losing ground. This defensive speed is on display. Good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Single back, takes the handoff. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a
deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late in these obvious drop-back situations.
Pressure is coming. Catch made in space. Look out. And now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Looking for a late deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter with the playoff spot locked up. We're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirkland Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.